Hi, Chris here. In this video I want to talk about frequency. Now, here at Truly Holistic, what I do is all based on frequency. Now, when I find a health problem, a client comes to me in regards to symptoms of their health problem, and then I investigate into those symptoms using dowsing. I'm in connection with my own consciousness, our conscious mind is always connected to source. We call it source, creator, some people call it a particular type of God, but it all comes from a source. So I channel source with my pendulum, and I find out what's causing your health problem. Not just the symptoms, but what's causing it. And this could be a number of things that we need to clear out. Now, when it gets to the point where I'm going to use my energy tool, which is a pyramid energy tool. That's right, pyramids that we have out in Egypt, they've been actually found all over the solar system. And they're finding many more deep underground in the water, in the oceans, and so on. And they weren't there just as a pretty looking pyramid. It's a sacred geometry, which are our energy amplifiers, and that's the way they were used. So I use a pyramid tool because it amplifies energy. And I use my words, my intentions to remove that frequency that's causing that problem. So, for example, I find out for somebody that's got a lot of pain issues, they've got a build-up of uric acid crystals. Now, everything has its own unique vibrational frequency. So, when I'm clearing out uric acid crystals, I'm clearing out its frequency, its unique frequency. I'm saying uric acid crystals false. And when I say the word false, when I'm directing the pyramid, my energy tool, towards that person or that part of their body that's got uric acid crystals, by saying false, I'm essentially removing that frequency that's there, so it can't exist anymore. Now, I'm going to explain a bit more in depth in this video what I mean by frequency. Now, the world around us, what we see, what we look at a physical thing, for example, and we might be looking at a mug or a cup, a glass cup. Now that's, when we touch it, it's solid, right? But the thing is, it's frequency. Everything that you see around you is frequency. And everything that you see is within a bandwidth of frequency that we visually can see. And what's known in mainstream science is that a fraction, not a fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum that we can actually see in this universe, which is 0.005%, only a fraction of that is within the light spectrum of what our eyes perceive is real, our reality. Now that's a minute amount of what's possible within this universe. So when we see that cup or anything physical within our realm of what we can see is within that bandwidth of frequency, right? Now, within my Truly Holistic pendulum charts, there are a number of things which a lot of people would think are odd and what we call sci-fi or made up, such as spirits, entities, extraterrestrials, and dark energy, which a lot of things for frequencies that are not within that bandwidth of frequencies which our eyes can perceive. For example, when people have seen ghosts, they see these wispy looking things that you can see through them, and that means because that spirit is right on the borderline of what our bandwidth of frequency can see. Okay, so there are many things in our universe that are multidimensional, okay, and frequency is all about dimensions, okay, so, and this is again noted in mainstream. The theory of the universe is string theory, which is all about multitude of dimensions, like 12 dimensions or more, that are all happening simultaneously all at the same time. Which essentially means that there are a multitude of vibrational frequencies and we can only perceive a part of 0.005. So there are always things that are traveling through in this current room right now, or wherever you are, that we can't see. Doesn't mean they don't exist. They live or exist on a different bandwidth of frequency or a different dimension. Doesn't mean they don't exist if we can't see them. Okay? And they see our chakra system, the energy body. They don't see us merely in the form that we see each other, because again, this is a different bandwidth of frequency they're coming from. But they see our chakra body, and they see these lights, and they see these energy centers which they know they can tap into. And they affect our health from that level because they are multi-dimensional. Now, advanced civilizations, let's go on to extraterrestrials. Now, extraterrestrials, a lot of the times, are advanced species. They've been around a lot longer than we have. They might have come from solar systems or star systems that have been around billions of years before we came along. Now, you can see the advancement of our technology. Well, what about if another species within this universe, because we can't be the only life form in this universe, come on. If they've got several billions of years on us, if we believe in the concept of time, because again, time was created for human race. But out in space in the universe, time doesn't exist. And people like Albert Einstein knew that. So they'd be advanced, wouldn't they? A lot more advanced than we can. They would have figured out space travel. They would have figured out how to ascend to different dimensions, which is essentially happening to humanity at the moment. We're trying to ascend to a higher dimension, which is a higher vibrational frequency. Then all of a sudden, because we are a spirit, and our vehicle is this physical body, the flesh that we have, this flesh garment. This has expiry date, the vehicle, but your spirit inside you doesn't. And when you die, you ascend to, and you can see all these multitude of frequencies and dimensions all happening simultaneously, and time doesn't exist at that moment. But when we're within this incarnation, within this physical body, then all of a sudden we're housed what we can deem as a prison of time. You know, because that's what it is. It's to enslave us. That's what time is. You know, we need to look at the time when we need to go to work. And we work 8 hours a day or so on. And we think we live in a free society, and we don't. So I just wanted to talk about frequency, and that when I'm clearing the frequency out with my energy tools, I'm removing that frequency, so therefore that thing can't exist. So life and the universe is all about frequency. Okay, everything's existed by frequency. So I thought I would do that video for you to understand a bit more of what I do here at Truly Holistic. And thanks for watching, thanks for listening. If you have any questions regarding what I'm talking about in this video, post a comment underneath on my YouTube page or on my Facebook account, and also go to my website trulyholistic.net. And if you're interested in booking an appointment, there's an appointment page on there where you can book your appointment in your own time, and also a way of contacting me on my website also. Thank you.